Hey, ladies and gentlemen, today is day number 29 out of my 30-day video challenge. Um, in this video, I want to share something with you that you may or may not already be utilizing with your Gmail account is add-ons. So let's say, for example, you go to the little gear shifter thing here. I forget what they call that. And then you click here on get add-ons. Okay, now with get add-ons, you can add cool stuff to your Gmail account. Like, for example, they have a Zoom add-on here. I don't know what the purpose of the Zoom add-on would be uh, for Gmail, but I'm going to add it since I have a Zoom account. Um, go ahead and add it real quick. Even though that's not what the purpose of this video was about, I'm just going to add it anyway. Alright, so that's on there. Now, eventually, I'll figure out what that's for. Um, Canned responses is one of my favorite add-ons. Now, it looks like they have three versions of it. I already have it, so I'm not going to add it, but I'm just showing you so that you can add it. Okay, so it's called canned responses. Um, You can see here they have three different versions. Pro of anything usually costs money, and then the ultimate is going to probably cost money too, but you can check it out. The one I use is free. Okay, so now let's say that I was in here and I was about to write an email to somebody. Well, if I'm about to send an email to somebody, it depends on the nature of business, but I could be sending out cold emails to complete strangers, which is something that you would want to use GMass for if you're sending out a large number. I showed you GMass in a different video. Um, if you're following up with people who've already been into your sales funnel and you're trying to get back with them, then you might have a bunch of leads that you need to follow up with. Well, I can tell you first and foremost that you know getting another touch on your leads by following up with your leads is going to give you a better chance of closing your sale. So let's say, for example, that I wanted to follow up with a person who uh, came into my sales funnel. So I would just basically click these three buttons right here for more options, and then come over here to where it says templates. Now these templates are a part of my canned responses. Okay, now if I were to scroll down here, you can see that I have different templates for different scenarios. Over the years, I've been in a lot of programs, so I have a lot of different templates. Um, but this is a template here that I use for people who have visited one of my websites. So let's just say I click on this one. I don't even know what this is about anymore, honestly. But you see, it filled in the subject line for me. And it already has a name, and the name is what you're going to have to change. Because for every person you send this to, you're going to have to change the name. So you don't want to have their name strewn throughout the entire email, or it'll be too much editing for you. So if you're going to use the name, I would only use the name in the subject line and to welcome them at the beginning when you are sending them the email. So for example, have it in the subject line, "Hi Ron, thanks for visiting my site," and then have it in the body of your email at the very beginning, "Hi Ron." Okay, and then the email that I was sending out at this particular time, it says that recently you filled out a form on one of my websites. You requested some information. If you're really serious about putting money in your pocket, you can do this, and that. Okay, well, that's just a way of me engaging and letting them know that I'm actually a real person. Okay, now this template actually needs to be edited because this particular program and these phone numbers I'm not associated with any longer. So I would have to change this. But the point of the matter is that you see how long this email is. If I was to just go and write this over and over again, it would be very time consuming. Even if I were to copy and paste it over and over again, it would be much more time consuming than it is if I just come over here, click on the button, find the template, and send the template. The only time that you're really wasting on this is to change the first name. And if you say hey, if you just say hey or something like that instead of addressing them by name in the body, then you only have to edit the name in the subject line, and then you're lowering the chance that you make the mistake of calling them the wrong name, because that's a big no-no. You should never send an email to somebody and call them by the wrong name, because then it makes you look like you're spamming, because they're going to wonder, how did this person mistake my name for, my name is Ron and they called me Pamela. So for example, you want to avoid that. But yeah, this is just a little tool that you guys can use with your Gmail account. I think I just gave myself an idea of how I'm going to end off tomorrow for my 30th day, with another tool that you can use for your Gmail account, which is also an add-on. But I just wanted to share this with you guys because honestly, I'm running out of ideas for my videos. When you do 30 days worth of videos consecutively, you start to run out of ideas. If you wanted to make other types of videos, if you're going to do PowerPoints and stuff like that, then you can get a lot more broad based on what your videos are going to be about, but they're more time consuming because you have to create the PowerPoint slides and so forth. When you're making the videos like you're watching right now, where you're just sharing your screen, they're easier to make, but eventually you start to run out of ideas about what you're going to make videos about. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this particular video here. Tomorrow is December 30th. It'll be the 30th day of my 30-day video challenge. Honestly, it'll probably be the first time I ever committed to doing anything for 30 days straight. Historically, I haven't been the most consistent person in my life. So, it feels good to knock these videos out and get them done. So, if you're interested in looking at another way that you can actually generate some income from home, I'm going to leave a link to something else that I've been doing down in the description below this video. You can find that down there. And if you have any questions about how to use this canned response tool, all you have to do is write them in the comments. Okay, so I'm going to end this video here. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow on the last day, day number 30.